able to attend. Welcome everyone to this virtual community meeting regarding the Meadowbrook Area Street Improvements Project. My name is Gustavo Vallejo, and I'm the project manager for the City of Fort Worth Transportation and Public Works Department. Also present in this meeting are the contractor, construction inspector, representatives from water department, and the design consultant to answer any questions. During this presentation, I will be giving you an overview of the project as a whole, providing you a summary of the improvements, construction information of each street associated with this project, and discussing the expected schedule moving forward. At the end, we will be open for questions and comments. If you think of any questions during the meeting, please feel free to post them in the chat, and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. This project has two funding sources. The first is the 2022 bond, which the residents of Fort Worth voted on. The streets are funded by the bond will have pavement reconstruction as well as the new curb and gutter, driveways, and sidewalks where feasible. The second is the water department. The streets that are funded by the water department will have pavement reconstruction, curb and gutter, sidewalk, and the driveways will be replaced in limit sections as needed. And here we have 2022 bond with Carnes Street from Noble Avenue to Airport Freeway, Fairview Street from Noble Avenue to Airport Freeway, Gilchrist Drive from Adine Street to Airport Freeway, West Beach Street from Adine Street to Race Street, Adine Street from Gilchrist Drive to Rosemere Avenue, Rosemere Avenue from Adine Street to Race Street. For water department, we have Airport Freeway from Fairview Street to Cartwright Street, Airport Freeway from Seaman Street to Beach Street, Race Street from West Beach Street to North Beach Street. For 2022 bond, we have Anna Street from Walmart Avenue to Wilkinson Avenue, Walmart Avenue from Houston Street to Beach Street. For water department, we have Duffy Street from Walmart Avenue to Scott Avenue, Walmart Avenue from Houston Street to 660 west of Duffy Street, Carter Avenue from Houston Street to Beach Street, an alley from Houston Street to Beach Street, Wilkinson Avenue from Anna Street to Beach Street, Lancaster Avenue from Anna Street to Beach Street, North Beach Street from Walmart Avenue to Lancaster Avenue, I'm sorry for that. And finally, we have Watson Street from Barnett Street to Meadowbrook Drive. On the next few slides, I will discuss the existing conditions present on this street and go into more detail about the scope of each street. On this slide, you can see the similar conditions of the deteriorated asphalt pavement on Watson Street, Fairview Street, Carter Avenue, West Beach Street, and Beaumont Avenue. Next, I'll be going over that we will be doing to make them better. On Carter Street, from Noble Avenue to Airport Freeway, we have some pavement improvements, which is new concrete pavement with curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet width, or to max is 16, a new 5 feet sidewalk, and ADA ramps and at the east side of the street. For Fairview Street, from Noble Avenue to Airport Freeway, we have new concrete pavement with curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimum width, new ADA ramps, and 5 feet sidewalk on the east side of the street. For Gilchrist Drive, from Athena Street to Airport Freeway, we are planning to upgrade the new 8 inches water and sewer lines. For paving, we have new concrete paving with curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimum width, new 5 feet concrete sidewalk, and ADA ramp on the east side of the street. For West Beach Street, from Adina Street to Race Street, we have dedicated existing 6 inches to 8 inches water and sewer line. For paving improvements, we have new concrete paving with curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimum, and new 5 feet sidewalk on both sides of the street. For Adina Street, from Gilchrist Drive to Rosemere Avenue, the water improvement includes upgrade existing 6 inches water to 8 inches of diameter, new asphalt pavement with concrete curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimum width, new 5 feet sidewalk and ADA ramps on Planet side of the street. For Rosemere Avenue, between Adina Street to Race Street, for water and sewer improvements, we have upgrade existing 6 inches to 8 inches water and sewer lines. For paving improvements, we have a new concrete paving with curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimum width, new 5 feet sidewalk and ADA ramp on each side of the street. For Airport Freeway, between Fireview and Cartwright Street, we have the plan to upgrade 8 inches water line. This proposed line is on the parkway, which that means we have to work on the grass area between the curb and gutter and the right of way. On this section of Airport Freeway between Salmon Street to Beach Street, we have planning to upgrade the 16 8 inches water line from Salmon to West Beach Street and upgrading the existing sewer line to 8 inches from Gilchrist to West Beach Street. And this work will be performed just in the parkway, the grass area between the curb and gutter and the right of way. For Race Street, between West Beach Street and North Beach Street, we are planning to upgrade the existing water and sewer lines to 8 inches. And we have new asphalt pavement. For Anna Street, between Walmart Avenue to Wilkinson Avenue, we are planning to have new concrete pavement and curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 minimum width, new 5 feet sidewalk, and ADA ramps on both sides of the street. For Walmart Avenue, between Hudson Street and Beach Street, the pavement improvements includes new concrete pavement and curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimum width, new 5 feet sidewalk, and ADA ramps on both sides of the street. For Taft Street, between Walmart Avenue and Scott Avenue, for water improvements, we have to upgrade the existing 6 inches water line to 8 inches and new asphalt paving. For Walmart Avenue, between Hudson Street to going 660 feet west of Taft Street, we got water improvements to upgrade 6 inches water line to 8 inches and new asphalt pavement. For Carter Avenue, between Hudson Street to Beach Street, we had to upgrade existing 6 inches water line to 8 inches and new asphalt paving. For this alley between Carter and Walmart and Hudson Street to Beach Street, we are looking to upgrade the existing 6 inches sewer line to 8 inches. For Wilkinson Avenue, between Anna Street and Beach Street, the water improvement includes the upgrade existing 8 inches water line, and the paving improves included the new asphalt paving. For Lancaster Avenue, between Anna Street to Beach Street, the water improvements includes to upgrade existing 6 inches to water line to 8 inches. The paving improvements includes the asphalt paving. For North Beach Street, between Bomar Avenue to Lancaster Avenue, water improvements include upgrade the existing 8 inches water line and new concrete paving for paving improvements. On Watson Street, between Barnett Street to Meadowbrook Drive, we have paving and stroke drain improvements, which is new concrete paving and curbs, new concrete driveways with 11 feet minimal width, new 5 feet sidewalk and ADA ramps on one side of the street, localized replacement on deteriorated 30 inches storm drain pipe in Watson Street and Meadowbrook Drive. On the next slides, we will be going over some construction information and frequently asked questions. Why are we doing this project? As I mentioned earlier in the presentation, this project is funded by the 2022 bond, which the residents of Fort Worth voted on, which targets locations in the city that need street improvements. The TPW partnered with Water Department to also replace underground utilities in those areas. How will we know construction is starting? You will get 2 door hangers. The first one will be 1 week before construction starts, and it will look something like this. And the second one will be the day before construction starts, and it's gonna look something like this. Will our water be turned off? There are 2 instances when your water will be turned off. The first, when the service is transferred from the existing line to the temporary line, and the second, when it's transferred from the temporary line to the new line. You will be given notice before that happens. How does a temporary line impact my home and water bill? The temporary line is to make sure you don't go without water during the construction. You will be billed based on your previous usage. Do you replace the water service line up to my house? We replace the water service line from the main line in the street onto your property line. We will also replace the water meter. Will you need access to our property? If we need access to your property, we will contact you. Will our sewer service be disturbed? No, your sewer services won't be interrupted. Will the construction affect my irrigation? The contractor will count the irrigation lines before they start. They may ask you to turn on your irrigation system so they can locate and flag the sprinkler heads. Are we getting new curb, gutter, and sidewalks? As I mentioned earlier, concrete curbs will be replaced on the funded streets. Even the portion of the 16 curb and gutter will be replaced on the water department funded street. If your driveway is to be replaced, the city will only replace the portion that is in the city right away, not all the way to your garage. Will I be able to access my driveway? There are 2 instances when you won't be able to access your driveway. The first is when pavement is being placed directly in front of your property. And the second is when your driveway is being replaced. You will get a head ups before this happens so you can make arrangements. What happens if my property is damaged? The contractor will take pictures and videos of the property before construction starts. We also encourage you to do the same. If there is any damage caused by the contractor, they will be responsible for it. Will there be lane closures during constructions? There will be lane closures when the contractor is installing the water and sewer lines and when they are paving. There will be signs posted during those times. Will the city trash truck be able to pick up my trash and recycling during construction? If your side of the street is closed on a trash day, the contractor will take your trash and recycling cars to the opposite side so it can be picked up. How do I report an emergency and non-emergency? If there is an emergency, please call the number listed on the slide 24 a day. For a non-emergency, you may use the water call center, which operates from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Number is listed on the screen. Also, if you are not already using my Forward app, I would like to bring your attention to it. And this is a quick and easy way to report any issues to the city. Once you submit a concern, it goes to the appropriate city work team, and you can view the status of the request on the app as well. Next, we will go over the construction phasing and schedule for this project. This slide shows the typical construction process. The utilities will be installed first, along with a new service connection to each lot. Once that is completed, the temporary pavement is put in place so you are going to be able to drive over it until the pavement is replaced. For the streets that are concrete, these pictures give you an idea of what a construction will look like. First, the existing curbs, driveways, and pavement are removed. Then the pavement and curb are installed together. And finally, the driveways are installed. For the asphalt streets, these pictures give you an idea of what the construction will look like. First, the existing curb and driveways are removed and replaced. Then the existing street is demoed and the new asphalt street is installed. After construction is complete, this is what you have to look forward to. Here we have pictures of the new concrete and asphalt street with new curb and gutter. And this is what the new concrete driveways, sidewalks, and pedestrian ramp crossing will look like. This slide shows the anticipated schedule for each street. The construction started on September 8th this year, and from Race Street, Rosemere Avenue, and West Beach Street, the utility improvements are set to and scheduled to start on September 2025 to January 2026. For pavement improvements, we are looking to get done from July 2026 to October 2026. For Watson Street, we are looking to have the pavement improvements between December 2025 to May 2026. For Fairview Street, the pavement improvements are scheduled to start on April 2026 and finish on June 2026. For Gilchrist Drive and Adina Street, the utility improvements are starting on January 2026 to May 2026. The paving improvements are scheduled to start on May 2026 and finish to August 2026. For Beaumont Avenue, Taft Street, Carter Avenue, Beach Street, Lancaster Avenue, and Anna Street, the utility improvements are set to start in March 2026 and ending in July 2026. For the pavement improvements, we have it scheduled to start in September 2026 and finishing in January 2027. So the schedule to finish the construction is on January 2027. If you would like to stay updated on this project, you have a few options. You can use the first link on this slide, which will take you directly to the project webpage. This webpage will contain updated information through the course of the project, including the project map and summary. You can also go to www.forwardtexas.com and enter 104315 in the search bar, which that's the project number. This will also direct you to the project webpage. The link will be sent in the chat. We will go ahead and open up this meeting for questions or comments.
Okay, everyone, at this time, if you would like to ask a question, you have a couple options. You can either put your question in the chat and we will get to them in the order you put them. Alternatively, if you would prefer, you can unmute your microphone and ask the question now. And I also want to point out that I did put a link to the project webpage in the chat as well. Okay, there's a question in the chat. How was the decision made regarding the pavement type? And also, how about sidewalks? So the decision regarding the pavement type, so for streets that are associated with the 2022 bond, we bid those competitively, concrete versus asphalt, and for this project, concrete was the winning bid. So we went with concrete for the 2022 bond. Streets that are funded by the 2022 bond. Regarding sidewalk, so sidewalk is included on 2022 bond streets wherever we're able to fit it. So we try to include as much sidewalk as we could on each street. Sometimes we're able to put it on both sides. Sometimes we're only able to put it on one side, but we did attempt to put sidewalk in as many locations as possible. Are there any other questions? If so, feel free to put your question in the chat. Or like I said, feel free to also unmute yourself and ask your question that way if you'd prefer. Okay, there's another question in the chat regarding Watson Street. Will there be storm drains? There won't be any additional storm drains. I believe there's already storm drains at one of the intersections that we will be maintaining. Also in Watson Street, we are replacing some deteriorated sections of 30-inch storm drain in the Meadowbrook intersection as well.
Hello, Mr. Robbins. My name's Sonia. I'm a social work student. So I was just wondering, so with this project, have you had any positive or negative feedback when it comes to the residents in that area that are going to be affected by the construction?
We did receive feedback at our previous meeting. We had a design public meeting whenever the project was about halfway through the design. I don't believe there was negative feedback about the project. I believe the residents are excited about this this project and the new improvements that we're going to be bringing. Okay, any further questions or comments?
Hi, this is Natalie Lopez. I'm with Councilwoman Jeanette Martinez's office. I just wanted to thank city staff for putting on this presentation, and thank you to the residents who took the time to join the call.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. I do see another question. The question is, I think many times residents are surprised at how disruptive this process is. Is there an effort to ensure this is understood? Yes, with this type of presentation in particular, we have information regarding the construction process in this presentation that I hope will inform the residents about what the construction process is like and what they can expect. But in general, construction is dirty and noisy, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. We hope that everyone can just enjoy the new assets that we have provided at the end of the project. Any further questions?
If there are no more questions, then we will wrap it up. Thank you everyone to attending this meeting. Here is my contact information. Please reach out to me by phone or email if you had any follow-up questions or comments about this project. Thank you again. Have a great evening.
Thank you.